You ever wake up one day and realize you've been breathing but not really living?
Like, you're there, going through the motions, clocking in, clocking out, answering emails, grabbing takeout, collapsing into bed, and then repeat.
That was me, and maybe that's you too. Let me tell you a story, not one with fireworks or fairy tales. Now, this is real life, raw,
Quiet. And somehow it changed everything.
There was this guy, let's call him John.
Middle-aged, living in some small town in the Midwest.
Factory job, same breakfast,
Same route, same silence.
every single day. And you know what's wild?
He wasn't sad.
Not exactly. But there was this empty space, like something important was missing, and he didn't know what. Just a hole he couldn't fill.
Now John had a son, Michael.
Lives in the city, hustling hard, always busy.
They talk once a month.
Porch,
Lunch,
weather, work.
news, but never what actually mattered.
No, how are you really, Dad?
No, you okay, son?
Just surface level stuff.
Safe stuff. Then one morning, John's walking to work and sees this bright red bird.
Perched on a fence, looking him dead in the eye. It chirps 3 times and flies off.
Next day, same bird.
Same fence, same 3 chirps.
3 days straight.
And John's like, okay, what the hell is this? He laughs it off.
But in the back of his head, something's shifting. And then random things start happening. A little girl hands him a yellow flower in the grocery store.
A stranger grins and tells him, hope you have a great day.
He finds this book on a park bench, The Simple Path, and somewhere between those tiny moments, something cracks open. Something wakes up.
He starts noticing things, like the way the sun hits the grass at PM, the sound of birds arguing in the trees, the smell of rain before it falls. He sits on his porch one evening and just watches. No phone, no noise, just the sky turning pink and orange like it's trying to tell him something. And suddenly, the noise inside him that I should have done this. Why don't I feel whole? What's the point? It all fades.
For a moment, just one breath of clarity.
Stillness,
Connection. We spend so much time trying to fix ourselves.
hustling for answers.
Buying books, booking coaches, meditating, manifesting, medicating.
But maybe, just maybe, the answer's not out there. Maybe it's right in front of you, in the way a flower opens,
In a child's laugh.
in your own breath. John starts leaning into that. He meets this old man on a park bench, feeding birds. They talk. The old man says, ever just watch a flower bloom? Not naming it, not judging it, just watch it. And that hits John deep.
So he goes home.
Sits in front of this little yellow flower in his garden, and watches.
For the first time in his life, he doesn't think, doesn't judge, doesn't want.
He just is. And in that stillness,
He feels something he's been chasing for years without even knowing. Peace.
the next time Michael visits, he notices.
You seem different, Dad.
John just smiles and says, I've been learning how to enjoy the little things. Michael rolls his eyes, like a lot of us would.
That's nice. But I've got too much to do, John nods.
Doesn't argue, just says, maybe that's when you need it most. Time passes. John keeps doing his thing. Quiet mornings,
Flowers.
birds, sunsets, until one day, he doesn't wake up.
He dies in his sleep.
Peaceful. At the funeral, Michael's hit with this tidal wave of guilt. Could have called more.
Could visited.
Could have seen his father. Afterward, he's at the house, packing things up. Finds his dad's journal. Page after page of thoughts. Reflections.
And there's one line that shatters him. Today, I watched a flower bloom.
And in that moment, I belong to everything.
I wish Michael could feel this.
Michael breaks down.
But he doesn't just cry.
He gets it. He walks out to the garden. Finds that same flower. Sits. And watches.
At first, it's awkward. His mind's a mess. Work, emails, deadlines. But then, something shifts.
He starts to see the color, the movement, the silence. And in that moment, he finally meets his dad.
Not the man who raised him.
But the soul that learned how to live.
When Michael goes back to the city, he's not the same. Still busy. Still grinding. But every morning, he watches the sun rise. Listens to the birds. Looks people in the eye.
Smiles more.
Rushes less.
One day, a coworker asks, what's changed with you? And Michael just smiles. I started noticing the little things, simple, but real. So why am I telling you this? Because maybe you're John. Maybe you're Michael. Maybe you've forgotten how to just be. We're told we gotta hustle. Gotta prove ourselves. Gotta win, shine, rise. But you know what?
You don't have to earn peace.
You just gotta notice it. The smell of coffee.
The warmth of sun on your face.
The way your dog stretches when he wakes up.
That one friend who always texts you when you're quiet too long.
Life isn't something you conquer.
It's something you feel.
So stop, breathe, watch the damn flower.
You might be surprised what you find there.
That's it.
That's the secret John left behind. And now it's yours.